and maybe I'll catch fire. Something warm to hold me.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together to BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss musical artists. This week's musical artist is the Alkaline Trio. This is spooky season, and this was my pick. I chose Alkaline Trio. Stay tuned. Coming up is The Cramps, which was Tim's pick. That's Tim.
Yeah.
And over here is Bill. His pick was last week, and it was Paramore.
Hi.
And we got some Patreon picks coming up. Check out our Patreon. Check out our Facebook, our Discord, yada, yada, yada. All that good stuff. Let's talk. Maybe I'll catch fire.
Do we still have a MySpace? Or a live journal?
We don't have a live journal. We do need a live journal manager. So if somebody out there wants to be our social media manager and take care of our live journal, we have an opening.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So maybe I'll catch fire. Same lineup as the last one. Same producer, but it sounds a lot better. It's a lot darker too. I fucking love this record.
Oh yeah, it's darker. There's animal cruelty in this one. God damn it!
Would you get off of the fucking? Oh god, we'll get there. We'll get there.
You can't get off it, man. It's right there. It's about as blatant as you get.
We've already talked about this, Bill. Bands use similes and metaphors to describe certain events. Now, this isn't like I'm telling what happened last Saturday type Nickelback something in her mouth situation here. This is a simile or a metaphor. Okay? Well, I thought we cleared that up, but we'll get it out there again. All
Right, not to be taken literal.
Right.
But like, how am I supposed to have the picture in my mind, though?
Well, you
are supposed to have the picture in your mind.
All right, so keep them coming. Not as good as Cringe as an opening, but it's still a top song contender. Mad at Me, some really dark fucking lyrics. So far, you got so far to go, or you've got so far to go. You got your first dance song. It's a top song contender. Because we've talked so much, I think we filled this ashtray twice, and I'm pretty sure we emptied every bottle in this place. It's like he was right in my fucking life. Fuck You, Aurora. It's classic. It's a top song contender. When I had a Chrysler, me and my wife, and every time it broke down, we fucking sang this song, and we never owned a Chrysler afterwards. So,
as a former Chrysler owner, I can confirm.
Yes. Sleepyhead, that fucking bridge. There's nothing to hold you but the flames, nothing to see here but the rain. It's raining flames. Again, delivered perfectly. The title track, dark lyrics, and it gets darker as it goes. Top song contender. Tuck Me In, I love it. Simple Ramones core guitar riff. Dan's bass is bleeding through, and the lyrics are top tier. Top song contender. She Took Him to the Lake. It's my favorite Dan song on the album. The storytelling, the lyrics just nail adolescent love. Matt's backing vocals in all the right places. And I love me some Mark and Tom. But I'll take Matt and Dan over him any day. Come at me in the comments. 5-3-10-4. Again with the storytelling. Skiba was a bike messenger. This song is about one of his fellow coworker friends. I can visualize it when I hear it. It's that fucking good. And then you have Radio. It's fucking Radio. It's hands down the best closing track in this discography. I almost wish it was the first song in this discography so I could rate the opening lines of Shaking Like a Dog Shit and Razor Blades. Straight 10 out of 10. Bill, what have you got for fucking Maybe I'll Catch Fire? I hope you
waking up next to nothing?
Plugged in and ready to fall.
Yeah. All right. Keep them coming. It's a fast-paced intro. It keeps me interested. It gets me going. I mean, comparing it to Cringe, not as good. I think, Jason, you mentioned that as well. I just full screened myself. Holy shit. Sorry.
You're still good on the recording going to YouTube side here, Bill.
Yeah, I believe it. I've never done this before.
That's what happened to me the other day.
I would say Compared to some of their other intros, they say it's on the lower echelon for intros by them.
I would
Madam
agree.
Me was another fast-paced song, kind of a filler though afterwards. You've got So Far to Go. I thought the bass intro was really cool. The slower paced song, and I think that really helped it out, which is interesting because I don't like some of their other slower paced stuff, and we'll get to that later in this discography. Sleepyhead, the yelling vocals don't do me any favors. Um, yeah, I mean, if you go back and watch any other discography you've done, I'm not exactly a big fan of yelling vocals, even though I'll yell some vocals too with them. But there needs to be a time and a place.
We need
And
to bring him
Sleepyhead,
back and do Minor Threat again.
Sleepyhead was
Right?
not my choice.
I just
Maybe
can't
I'll
wait for the next patent project.
maybe I'll catch fire. I like the verse vocals. I like how they isolate that vocal sound as well. I like the chorus. It's actually a lot I like about that one. That one's growing on me as I was listening to this discography. Tuck Me In, a filler-ish on the album. Like not really a filler, but like it's like they were almost putting it in to be, but that turned into more than that. So they're just kind of rolling with it. She Took Him to the Lake. I thought was a beautiful story in those lyrics. Um, Musically, okay. Lyrically, very good to great. 5 3 10 4. It's decent. I think the best part it does is it builds to the outro song of Radio.
There's that animal cruelty you're talking about, Bill.
Yeah, I mean, a dog shitting razor blades, like that's how could you as an owner do that?
Well, I don't
It
unless you
didn't say he
force
fed
fed
him.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, dogs will get into all kinds of crazy stuff.
I know, but like, god damn. I mean, wake you up next to nothing, you know.
Up a tree. It's the best fucking closer.
Yeah, it's the best closer, top song contender. Let me be. Um, I just don't like the imagery, but I don't like it because it's a vivid imagery.
I mean, it's pretty spooky, right? Pretty spooky lyrics. October.
I mean,
Boo!
yes, animals in pain is spooky, I suppose, to some people.
I mean,
Yes.
I think it's spookier than when you let your heart win.
Oh.
Shout out
Yeah,
Big
I
Sam.
felt like, I mean, I'm guessing here, so I'll spoil a little bit. I thought that a lot of the stuff on this album was a step up, compared to God Damn It. And I like the sounds that they're going with. Production was way cleaner, I feel like. And actually getting to some songs like, okay, like I could legitimately put this in a top song and like listen to this song again. It's great when that happens.
We don't really talk about this often, but like the label on the record, side one has one matchstick and side two has two matchsticks. You know, maybe I'll catch fire.
Yeah,
It's a nice little tie-in. I like. We'll get to the artwork, I guess.
that is a nice touch, though. That is definitely a nice touch.
So, Tim, what did you think of Maybe I'll Catch Fire?
Well, I liked it. I did feel that yes, the production is a lot better than the first album, and I think songwriting wise, they're starting to like come into their own a little bit more here. But I also feel like this one feels more like an alternative rock record as opposed to God Damn It, which felt like a punk rock record. Um,
I could
so
kind of
while
see that too.
yeah, I mean, so like while this one is technically better in a whole bunch of ways than the first one, that first one has a charm that I felt was it's not necessarily lacking here, but this one felt a little less energized, maybe. Even though there's still a lot of energy here. But yeah, I don't know. My favorite songs on here were "Fuck You, Aurora" and 5-3-10-4. I thought those were the two best songs. And yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely going to be revisiting all of these albums again. But since we're just talking about this one, while I definitely will listen to it again, it's probably not going to be the first one I go back to.
Okay. Did you guys do your homework and listen to self-titled? I can't honestly remember if y'all did or not.
Yes.
My girlfriend threw the cassette tape out the car window, and then Hoopty was doing its suspension jumps on it, and then a dog pissed on it, and then the board fried. So no, I missed this one.
Then you made it to Home Depot finally.
Well, no, then the cops showed up, and then we had to have a whole hostage situation thing going on, and but then it turned into a giant. What?
I said I was gonna ask, was the tape the hostage?
No.
Hey, listen, you don't need this long excuse for not doing your homework, all right? Your dog
I'm
ate it,
sorry, I
we got
watched
it.
Airheads the other day, and so I was just saying
Paramore,
the
I didn't
plot
do
to that
any extra
movie.
credit, and I just said, no, I didn't fucking want to listen to it. So,
No,
it's
I
fine.
I plan on listening to it because I have enjoyed everything that I've gotten through so far. So
Yeah, I mean, we are, again, if you go back and watch Goddamn It, our history with the band, these guys had like a week to listen to all this, whereas I've lived with it for 20-something years. So,
and I've had a busy week.
Yeah, I mean, life happens. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
extra credit. No
Yep.
big deal.
It's extra credit. So yeah, yep.
Bill, you say you actually did listen to it?
Yes. I didn't write notes down for it, but I did listen through this album. I know for me, highlights were This Is Getting Over You, My Friend Peter, Southern Rock. That was a different version than we just heard, correct?
Yeah. Not as good in my opinion, but
Yeah. I don't know, there are parts of it that I liked. For Your Lungs Only, those were the main highlights that I felt like. I mean, the other ones were good to okay. Um, but those are the ones that I really liked on this bonus one. Like if you want to listen to it, I would recommend this as a bonus listen to someone who was into Alkaline Trio and never listened to it, or someone that wanted something of this sounds. Like, yeah, you can listen to it.
for me, I've heard it, but I heard it as an album. I didn't know it was a compilation back in the day in LimeWire. Kazaa days, you were just putting shit on a CD that you could find. But it feels like an album. Like it has an opening track. It fucking hits. It has a closing track that they even use as a closing track live for years. This Is Getting Over You, top song contender. One of my favorite dance songs. It's angry. Bleeder and You Broke Me Like the Cigarette that I busted on the day I quit, but now that I've been drinking and I'm out of smokes and I wish that I had it. Seriously, fucking writing my life. I Lied My Face Off. Dan's vocal delivery is great. One of my favorite, me and Joe's favorite trio lines is from here. Head like an empty sterile room. Somehow I made a mess. Like watching newborn babies crack from work-related stress. Think about it. My Friend Peter, fucking top song contender. If you didn't do your homework and skip this one, at least go back to this song. Cowboy Was My Friend Peter. Snake Oil Tankers, just fast, short punk rock. Southern, we already talked about. Cooking Wine, Sorry I'm Late. I was out spoiling my liver. I couldn't wait. The sun was up far too long today, and I can't see straight, but the two of you look awfully pretty. It's like my fucking life. Top song contender. You gotta fucking... Oh, no!
Man down.
See, it's like the Chili Peppers. You gotta sign. We need fucking phone stands for people.
Hand check.
Bill, where's your other hand?
Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. That was cut content, Bill. That last one didn't make it in the Paramore video, but this one might stay in. You get a Cure cover with Exploding Exploding Boys. Sundials is perfect. Nose Over Tail, again, we heard it on Goddammit. I like the Goddammit version more, but I'll never skip Nose Over Tail. In 97, it's a fucking closer. It builds. It's slow. Builds. It's 100% perfect. I fucking love this record. Even though it's a compilation, it's fucking mandatory trio. Bill, we're talking Maybe I'll Catch Fire. Not My Shame Is True, okay? I just want you to know that.
What you talking about?
I mean, I guess there's no shame. It's natural.
Hey, do I look like I have shame?
Nope, no you don't. But I think you're about to catch fire. It's your turn to guess.
Right hand check.
Don't worry about it.
Right hand check. Oh, sign up for our Patreon to watch our cut content to even know what the hell we're talking about right now. But there was some things on Def Leppard.
Let's go with... I think Tim will have it number 2.
You think correctly.
Jason, you're so hard to read with this one. And I feel like you're going to be hard to read for this whole goddamn discography.
Yeah, I could change it at any moment and you wouldn't know.
Uh-huh.
I love both these fucking records.
I'm going to say you're going to keep first album bias.
I do have a reasoning for that. I think your memory. I think you weren't quite as drunk when we did this video last time. I think you fucking remembered that one. All right. It's
Or I could just be throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks.
Maybe I Catch Fire, perfect 10 out of 10. Ranking wise, I'm going to have to keep Goddammit in front only because it has 12 songs and Fire only has 10. So it just came down to basic math on this one.
That's right. I do remember you saying that. And then I remember you saying, I'm using that same basic math to put Maybe I'll Catch Fire at number 1.
That's awful math, though. You're saying they're better when there's less.
This has been our initial reaction to Maybe I'll Catch Fire. Thank you for tuning in to Old Drunken Discography. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. What do you think? Am I wrong? Is Jason and Tim wrong? We may never know.
I would like to highlight, though, before we close out, that comment section down below. Alkaline Trio fans from Facebook, please pay attention to this discography as we go along. Pay attention to Bill. He loves those comments. So
I respond to every one of them.
make sure you... Oh, this is also a good time to say this is my pick, which I own the slap. And I've created the Skiba slap, so hopefully it doesn't have to come out. But if it does, well...
Bill's getting it.
Bill's going to get it.
Yeah, probably. At some point.
Okay, so go ahead and finish out your outro, Bill.
Be
Man,
safe.
We just covered this in the Paramore video.
Be safe, make good decisions.
Hail Satan.
Hey.
Shame